You are now tuned into In the Mix with Millie. Welcome back, everybody. Um, you guys, this episode is going up late. Um, this was supposed to be the Juneteenth episode, and you know what? It's our whole month, so we still gonna celebrate. But I had a special guest on the episode, and we had a audio technical difficulty, and you guys could barely hear her. So she's gonna come back on in the future for another episode, but to hop straight into things, can we just discuss how even during our month, it's not about us? Like, I just really want to talk about that because with this supposed to be the Juneteenth episode, the topic is going to be white mediocrity and how it compares to Black excellence in our communities and things of that nature. And just a forewarning, I said what I said and I meant what I said. If you are a white viewer and you are hearing this, this is not for you to take offense. This is for you to take some accountability and to further take steps in the right direction of correcting your ancestors' mistakes. The same way we're correcting our ancestors' generational traumas. So, there's this thing, and this is where the title came from, you guys. There's this thing on TikTok where when a white creator does something very, very, very bare minimum, such as lip singing a song with the word nigga in it and skipping over nigga, or creating another dance that was basically stolen from someone else, or just being able to have rhythm in general, there's always a good handful of Black people in the comments inviting them to this hypothetical cookout, right? I just would like to say, first of all, they can't cook. The seasonings, not seasoning. Y'all literally robbed countries, murdered people, so-called, for spices, and don't use a lick of them. That's a problem. Stop inviting them into our spaces. They have their own. They own everything. We literally had to create our own spaces because we weren't allowed to be in theirs. Do y'all realize how frustrating it is to want to attend an HBCU, right? I'm speaking hypothetically. Want to attend an HBCU, you apply for all of these scholarships and things of that nature because you want to go somewhere where you're going to feel seen and empowered and be around people that look like you. You get there and find out there are hella white students on this campus taking up Black space and not apologizing for it. Y'all can go to any other school you want to go to ever, and you choose to come into ours. Does no one see the issue with that? Does no one see the issue with the fact that we aren't invited into their spaces? We are, in fact, outcast from their spaces. We are murdered for being in their spaces. Ahmaud Arbery, murdered for being in a white neighborhood. It wasn't even a predominantly white neighborhood. We're murdered for being in their spaces. We're chastised for being in their spaces. In corporate America, we are literally picked apart for hairstyles and outfits and in our dialect and our tone and our voice. Like every little thing, our natural hair, we're picked apart for every little thing in their spaces. And we create our own. And here go y'all not gatekeeping. Y'all not gatekeeping. Y'all are letting them invade our space. Yet again, they're an invasive species. They are literally invading our space every chance they get. Stop. Y'all, it has to stop. Like, I know for me, something that has always been heard around me, but not directly from my family, is our A is only their C. And let me explain this a little bit better. We have to be excellent, outstanding, astonishing, if you will. Meanwhile, they get by with, oh, I'm white. And for those of you who do not understand what white privilege is, that's it. That's it right there. Because someone with 2 or 3 degrees could go into a job, a black woman to be specific, because I am a black woman and I'm speaking in my experience, could go in somewhere and apply for a job, and a homeless white man could come in right after her and apply for said job, and he'd get hired before her. You want to know why that is? Because he's white. Some people might think that's an exaggeration. I've seen it happen. It's very possible. Very possible. They live with privilege sewn into their skin, and some recognize it, and I appreciate that they do, and they use it to the better of other communities, especially ethnic communities. But those of y'all who are out there who do not sympathize with us, who do not appreciate the fact that you have privilege and are willing to use it to better this country, to better the circumstance between black people and white people, you're part of the problem. You people in the you black people in the comments, because I'm not just going to talk about them, I'm talking about all of us. You black people in the comments telling these people that they're invited to the cookout and, oh, we rocking with Mark because Mark rocking with us. Yeah, we can be rocking with Mark, but is Mark going to rock with us when the cops pull us over? Is Mark going to rock with us when the Karen calls us a nigger in the store? Let's ask some real questions here. Some questions that actually matter, not the fact that they can dance or the fact that they skip the N-word in a song. Babies can skip the N-word in a song. I'm not applauding a fish for swimming. I'm sorry, not sorry. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. And on that note, D1 athletes, specifically black men, let me talk to y'all for a second. I beg of you, please stop dating white women. And I know some of y'all are probably like, why would she say that? Because it has been shown time and time and time again that y'all are not chosen for the right reasons. They go for y'all because they think, oh, he's black and he has money, and that's my easy access into the black community. They see y'all as wristbands. What that TikTok say? You gotta have a wristband to get in. They see y'all as wristbands. Let's talk about it. They see y'all as wristbands, as accessories. Now, I'm not negating that interracial love is possible. It's very possible. But a lot of the times, that's not the reason they with y'all. They with y'all because you play a sport and you're damn good at it, and they know you're going to get paid for it. And they know you're probably going to slip up and procreate with them. Now they really have a wristband into the black community because they have a black child. They see that as a proximity to being a black woman. They see it as proximity into the black community. They literally imitate everything we do. It would be different if it was cultural appreciation, but it's always appropriation. They took box braids and called them boxer braids. It was cornrows, y'all. Turned them in, they named them something completely different. They literally are taking everything from us and plastering it and marketing it to the white community. Do-rags? Why are white people wearing do-rags? Your hair has nothing to protect. My hair grows towards the trees, grows towards the sun. Y'all's hair is flat. There's no point in you protecting that. There's nothing to protect. Y'all wash your hair almost every day. But if I go to work with my natural hair out or a messy bun, it's considered inappropriate. It's considered not professional. It's considered nappy. Well, Susan got to wear her messy bun yesterday. No one said anything to her about it being unprofessional. I don't work with anybody named Susan, y'all. This is a hypothetical. But I'm just saying, like, it's ridiculous how we have to go above and beyond to even get the slightest bit of recognition. Meanwhile, they get recognized for doing damn near nothing. Let a white person right now go buy a whole black neighborhood. They're going to be in Forbes. Let a black person create a whole black community like Black Wall Street. It's going to be crickets until some black people start moving there. It's going to be crickets until it hits social media. It's ridiculous out here, y'all. And I really and truly want for us to realize that their mediocrity does not make us less great. Just because in the society we live in, they see our A as a C, that don't mean you didn't make an A. That don't mean you're failing at life. That don't mean you're not doing what you're supposed to do. It's literally stacked against us to fail. Literally stacked against us to fail. Okay, y'all. So, like I said, this is supposed to be the Juneteenth episode, but I'm actually glad that it didn't go up on Juneteenth, because on Juneteenth, I went to several black-ass events, and I enjoyed myself so very much. But I brought that up to say this. When I first got to the first event, it was a Juneteenth block party, right? I was riding by the park. I saw so many white faces at a Juneteenth event, and I almost didn't go. And that wasn't against the vendors that was there. That wasn't against the people who established the event. That wasn't against any of them. But the fact that, once again, we can't have anything to ourselves. Like, yes, I'm glad they shot with some of the vendors. Yes, I'm glad that they were there and got some knowledge placed on them about our holiday. But now's not the time for y'all to do that. This is our day. This is our time. I literally had to stand in someone's way because I've come to this conclusion, not just with white people, but with everyone. I'm taking up space. I am no longer going to shrink myself to make myself feel small, to make somebody else feel better about themselves. I'm not shrinking myself I'm not dimming my light to let somebody else shine brighter than me. I'm not moving out of people's way unless they say, excuse me. I'm taking up space. I'm a human. You're going to see me. I'm here. I made several white people uncomfortable on Sunday. I made them say, excuse me. I'm not moving. Move me. Give me a reason to move. Because there used to be a time, if you know me and you've been out with me, I say excuse me and sorry to everybody I almost bumped. Not even bump, almost bump. So for me to sit there and not move, that was a big step for me. I felt so empowered on Sunday taking up space. You're going to see me. I matter. My life matters. I'm not going to just move out your way because you're not going to inconvenience me on my holiday to move out of your way. I'm sorry, it's not happening. It's not. And then this month is also, I don't know the correct terminology. Well, I do know it, but it's not coming to my brain right now. But it's Black Music Month, basically. I have enjoyed hearing so many different creatives that I heard this weekend. I heard so many great performances and spoken word and songs I've never heard before by artists I've never met before. And I made some great connections with some other dope-ass creative Black people. And they haven't gone viral or blown up yet. You want to know why? Because they're Black. And in a society where no matter how great it is what we're doing, it might not get seen today. It might not get seen tomorrow. It might not get seen for another 10 years. Because in our spotlight, there's a lot of other people in the spotlight. They're blocking it. Don't let that be you. Keep going. Don't give up. I know that it seems like, dang, well, I can't never get this off the ground, or dang, I can't never seem to do better. Like, it seems like I'm just failing at everything. It's stacked against you to lose, and it's stacked up for you to think that you're doing terrible. You're not doing terrible. It could be a lot worse. It could be so much worse, y'all. Like, I really want y'all to let that seep into your skin for real. So Like I was saying about the white mediocrity, I'm just tired of y'all inviting them to this imaginary ass cookout when in reality we would never be invited to theirs. And quite frankly, I don't want a seat at the table. I got my own. My table is full of brown, dark chocolate, caramel, light skinned people. They got black running in their veins. I want to sit at that table. You ain't gotta make no room for me at no white table. And I'm not inviting you to mine either. So the tip for this week is I want y'all to realize how do I want to word this? Realize that your voice matters. You have a say so in what happens in your life. Take charge. That's the tip for this week. Take charge of what happens in your life. You're in charge of that. You decide if you're gonna be another statistic in this world where they already think we a bunch of bums, thugs, and hoochies. And there's nothing wrong with being a little hoochie or a little thug. Just be careful out here in these streets. But I'm just saying, like, you decide if you're gonna add to their statistic or if you're gonna make some shit out of yourself for real. Take charge. Be black and be proud. Take up space. Take up all day space. That's the challenge for this week. The tip and the challenge go hand in hand. Take charge of your life is the tip. Be in charge of your life. Be the writer, producer, director, main character, all of that of your life as a black person. And the challenge for this week is to take up space. Make them see you. Make yourself known. Not in a way that's going to get you hurt or in trouble, but make sure they know you. Make sure they remember your face. Remember your name. Leave a mark on this place. Take up space, y'all, for real. All right, y'all. This was another episode of In the Mix with Millie. I hope y'all enjoyed. I am really sad that my co-host is not able to be here today because, that episode was going to be real dope, y'all. Like, we had such a great dialogue, but she'll be back. And she got plenty to say because my friend is very opinionated. So, all right, y'all. Peace. This was another episode of In the Mix with Millie. I love y'all. Tune back in next week.